Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Tim Thomas Facts and Nutrition, also known as Diet Decoder. I don't know why my camera's so focused on my head, but there you go. This evening I'm going to be sharing a few top tips with you to help you along with your weight loss journey, and I'll also be sharing some recipe hacks, product hacks and things to help keep you motivated, keep that palate refreshed. So as you're watching this, just to let you know, my name is Vanessa Thomas. I am one half of Team Thomas. The other is the Mad Martin, who you had last week, and he is an absolute whiz in the kitchen. Qualified chef, qualified nutritionist. So if there are any recipes that you want altering, I'm talking with my hand, you can't see my hands. If there are any recipes that you'd like making into the lower calorie version, then please do let us know and we'll get that out to you as soon as we can. On the other hand, I'm more focused on I'm also a qualified nutritionist, obviously, and an independent consultant for the one-to-one diet, but I'm also trained in life counselling, so despite getting my words in the muddle sometimes. So I like to really dig deep, so on my one-to-one sessions, I really try to get the root cause of the issue, the emotional eating inside of things, or just trying to strategize ways around particular hurdles that you might face on your weight loss journey. So that's a little bit about me. I'm just gonna pop to the comments. I've already seen we've got Joe coming in there as hashtag live, and Martin's asking me to turn up my mic. I think it's that one. But I'll move it a little closer to me as well, just to make sure. Oops, sorry if you can hear the banging about while I do that. Okay, hopefully that's better. I've also got a couple of TTFNs on there as well, which is Team Thomas Facts and Nutrition. The music is louder than your voice. There shouldn't be any music playing now. How strange. Hopefully that's all gone now. How strange. Okay. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight into it. If not, I expect Martin to come bursting through those doors at any time. So, it's still playing, but I can hear you above the music now. Okay, I don't know what music that would be. What music is it?
Your intro music's still playing.
Hi guys! Okay, well that's it playing, that's it not playing. Tell you what, let me try. Hopefully that's fixed it, guys, because I've just played something else. Okay, so hopefully that's working now, because that's a bit concerning. And there's always technical hitches, isn't there? Right. Let's wait for the verdict. It's still playing. Oh my gosh. What can I do? Okay, let's try that. Okay, right, let's get on with it now. I did just delete the track, so I don't know why it's still going. Okay, if you can hear me above the music, we'll just have to deal with it. So first of all, I've got some top tips for beating cravings. So the first one is grab a drink. When you're feeling hungry, it's often that you're actually thirsty. And I don't know how many times a day I can say this to my daughter, I'm hungry. Have you had a drink? Our body naturally confuses the signals between hunger and thirst. So when you've got that craving, 9 times out of 10 it is actually thirst, not hunger. So break the cycle, make that change and grab a drink. The next one is the 10-minute rule. So you might want to set a timer or look at the clock, but actually think about things. If you've had your drink and in 10 minutes you're still hungry, you might actually be hungry. Is it time for a product? If not, why don't you think about your whys? Think about what it is that you're doing this for. Do you actually really want to eat that thing? Sometimes thinking about what you're focusing on rather than what you want in the moment can actually really help. So just allow yourself 10 minutes to really, really think about what it is that you're eating, what it is that you're craving. Maybe you had like a particular emotional feeling just before the craving came, hence why I talk about emotional eating a lot. Just speak up to Martin's volume, yeah. Okay, so it might be an emotional reaction. Are you stressed? Are you mine's gone blank. What is it that you were doing before the craving starting? It might be boredom even. You might just want to distract yourself. So that 10-minute rule is fantastic. And the third one is, did I mention water? So drinking at least 2.25 litres, which is 4 pints of water every day, ideally can actually prevent the hunger in the first place or the craving. So make sure that you're adequately hydrated, and don't forget that it does not include the water used to make up your products. That is actual water that you're drinking. So whether that's your herbal teas, your black teas, your coffees, or a tiny bit of milk, if you absolutely need it, or it might be low calorie or diet drinks, just whatever it is that you need, but ideally water. And don't forget, we've got our water flavourings. We've also got a golden veg drink, which you can have hot or cold, just a nice savoury drink. Well, to be fair, you could have all of the water flavourings hot or cold. I particularly like adding a few drops of rose water to the raspberry and elder water flavouring. Having that hot's kind of like a Turkish delight drink, but we will come to that later. So the next top tips are about keeping motivated. And if you're on my social media, you'll see that I often share these hints and tips for you. So number 1 is about setting goals. I often talk about goals and SMART goals, which are SMART is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals. Now, I've talked about these before, but it's pretty much setting meaningful goals, breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps, and then tracking your progress. So it's not enough just to say, I want to lose weight. How much weight do you want to lose? By when? How are you going to do it? It's actually thinking about an actual action plan. And that's what I'm here to help you do as part of our consultations. The second one is positive affirmations. Your body hears what you say to yourself. So try some positive statements about yourself, your abilities. You know, if you start yourself on a downer, if you wake up and feel that something's never going to happen, the chances are it won't. Whereas you actually think, today I'm going to, or today I'm going to do one healthier thing towards my new lifestyle, which I didn't do yesterday. They're all small things that can actually help that self-confidence and enhance motivation. And then lastly is to surround yourself with inspiration. So positive people, positive environments, things that inspire and motivate you, whether it's role models, books, podcasts, trying out new goals, interests, hobbies, that they're all things that really boost your self-esteem, your confidence, and generally make you want to work a little bit harder on your healthy eating. So for example, if you're wanting to go swimming but you're self-conscious about your costume, you know, thinking about that healthy eater, thinking, you know, if I lose, you know, 3 or 5 pounds this week, you know, I'm going to hit that swimming pool feeling so much more confident about myself. It might be that, you know, you're wanting to have a bit more energy to run around with your kids. So you're going to think about healthy eating because you want that bit more energy. So you're thinking of your kids as your inspiration. It's just breaking it down into things that help. So I'm just going to go back to the comments here. So obviously for you about the music there, Martin's saying that he suffers with boredom, stress and tiredness. And yes, that is something that I absolutely resonate with at the minute. I felt a bit poorly recently, as I often do, and tiredness takes hold and it gives me the munchies. So yeah, let's go back to see what we've got next. So the next is just a few top tips about managing the food. I need to get rid of that banner. Okay, so it can be a task for some of us to cook. So don't forget that you can always freeze what you've cooked too much of. So I've just got a brief list here, and if you want this you know, written down for you, please let me know. Write it down in the comments, or let me know and I can send you a message. But these are actually the list of the foods that you can freeze. So it's your cooked pasta and rice, nuts, flour, butter, cheese, peeled bananas, bread. I mean, we keep our bread in the fridge anyway, but herbs, stock, wine, eggs, you can crack them into small containers, and meat, both raw and cooked. So just by doing that bit of prep, you know, and saving the bits that you're not using, like stock and things, put it into your ice cube trays, can actually really help when you've done that batch rather than going back to seconds. If you freeze it, you haven't got as much cooking to do the next day. And then I've also got the max freezing time before thawing. So again, if you're interested in a copy of this, just let me know in the comments, and I can put it in there for you as well. Next, I have got some product hacks. So I mentioned my Turkish Delight drink before, which is obviously a big favourite of mine. I am a Turkish Delight monster. But if you remember my strange video of where it went absolutely everywhere, just by mixing mixer mousse, raspberry and elderwater flour, and a few drops of rose water, you can actually make that into a jelly, and then put it into cubes, put it into molds. And then for the ultimate hack, I sliced a chocolate chewy bar in half and sandwiched the jelly in between. Just be careful if, like me, when you bite into it, have that plate handy. And then what about mixing and matching your products? So if you're bored of just having spaghetti bolognese, I don't know how because it's my absolute favourite. But people do mix and match things. So yes, you can have your chili flakes in your spag bowl if you want. But what about mixing it with half mac and cheese? Or how about making a chocolate banana shake by having half chocolate and half banana? Um, Strawberries and cream, half strawberry, half vanilla. Don't forget, because you've measured out half, you know, this still counts as just one product, but you've got some more flavours. Um, Adding a sprinkle of chocolate shake to your original porridge gives you a nice chocolate shake for a difference. Or what about a raspberry ripple vanilla shake, just by adding a little bit of the flavouring in there? Or again, uh, a jammy porridge with the flavouring in your original porridge there. There are so many different dessert ideas. Mix-a-mousse is a game changer, really, because all of the shakes you can add mix-a-mousse to, and it just gives you that nice type flavouring consistency to it. But you can also make up ice lollies, ice cream, Jaffa cake type uh, orange jelly with the shakes made into mousse. Or again, you've got your trifle things where you're layering it up and everything. So have a bit of a play and try some different flavours. And I'm going to go back to the comments there, see if anyone's Joe saying maybe my recent snackiness is due to not feeling 100%. I'm drinking more fluids to try and ignore the cravings. Absolutely there. Your emotions play a huge part of your weight loss journey, sadly, because there's a reason behind everything. No one chooses just to surf in the fridge all day. That's not a hobby. That is a reaction to how we're feeling. So, yeah, why don't we have a chat and try and get to strategizing? But in the meantime, drinking more fluids is absolutely fantastic, the right thing to do. But yes, your cravings will be coming from somewhere. So let's catch up. And yes, of course, I'll be putting those freezer things in the comments as well. Okay, back to my presentation. I mean, have you tried any different things, different hacks and things? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to see your photos as well as to how things have turned out. And not forgetting, as I said before, herbs and spices. Why not create your own unique flavours and variations by adding your own combinations? And don't forget to check back on my social media, whether that's Instagram or Facebook. I've done quite a few different themes on different herb combinations to make different flavourings. And last but not least, I've got lamb gravy for you there. So we've got 2 teaspoons of the mix-a-mousse and some finely chopped mint there with some golden veg, and it makes a really nice lamb gravy. Now, Martin is saying Oriental chili soup as a sauce for step 2 or step 3 chicken stir fry. Absolutely fantastic. There are so many different combinations we can actually work through just to make things different, really, for you. So I'd absolutely love to see Martin saying make half of it with water. I would really love to see what combinations you're coming up with. So please do share in the comments. You can obviously come back to this and replay. And don't forget the exclamation mark notify as well to be notified of all our future broadcasts. And yeah, if you've got any particular questions or anything, then please do let us know, because I can theme this show to whatever it is that you want. If you've got any particular problems, if you've got any particular recipe asks, let us know. This is here for you. It is your weekly dose of fun facts and nutrition, basically. So, speaking of fun, I shall be reporting back next week because I am absolutely breaking my comfort zone this weekend. Tomorrow, I'll be driving all the way from Skegness to Gloucester, which is just over 3.5 hours away. And I'm going to be going to some consultant training. So it's actually put on with members of the team that I'm in, and we've called it Tipsy Training because it will be motivational speakers mixed in with a few cocktails. Now, as you know, I'm not really much of a drinker, so that's either going to be my saviour or my downfall. Not sure, but we are dressing up Glastonbury themed, so I will be sharing some photos with you as well, and I will have some things to bring back for you. I'm very nervous about not only the driving, but surrounding myself with people that really I've only met online. But again, it's another top tip for motivation is to get yourself out there, out of your comfort zone, do things that you wouldn't normally do, because I've no doubt that I'm going to have an absolutely amazing time and come back buzzing with, all the different people that I've spoken to. Since my mobility decreased, shall we say, I've been very homebound, not wanting to go out, fear of falling over or whatever. So to actually get myself out the house, it is going to be totally different for me. So your challenge for the week is to do something you don't normally do, to step outside of your comfort zone, and report back next week. Let's have a good old conversation. Maybe a few of you might want to join me live, whether it's typing away on the keys, or maybe we could even invite you in for a chat. Let me know your thoughts. But until then, I shall sign off. Martin's just reporting that he won't be here next week. I don't know if that comes up. There you go. Martin's saying he's not going to be here next week. He's away with the Coast Guard. But as Joe said there, asking for the freezing times in the comments, so I will add that when we're done as well. And yeah, Martin's just showing there that he's got a Coast Guard event. So he'll still be here on social media as well, and obviously I shall be here via message and by appointment as well. So don't forget, for my slimmers, get yourselves on the app, book your consultations, or send me a WhatsApp message so we can really have some good talking sessions and get to the root of those obstacles that you feel are holding you back, and let's strategize a way forward. And for everyone else, let's spread our wings this week, do something that you don't normally do, and we'll meet up next week for a check in, and to see how we've all got along. So yeah, I will see you next week.